Alright, hey everybody, this is MarioDOJO as always, and yeah, this is it, the Metroid Prime walkthrough. I plan on doing 100% of everything, all the scans, all of the, all the creature scans, all the lore scans, all the research, all that stuff, along with every missile expansion and power bomb expansion, excuse me. And yeah, I'm going to do this on hard mode. As you can see, I had another data that was also on hard mode and on 100%, so I should be able to do it again. Something about this game, this has got to be probably, besides Pikmin, my favorite Nintendo series? Trilogy? Yeah, trilogy, because Pikmin 3 is obviously coming out. But the Metroid Prime series, I mean, I love the Metroid games too, don't get me wrong, but something about Metroid Prime just holds a special place in my heart. It's probably the fact that this was like the first-person shooter I actually ever played, and I just thought that was amazing. This is one of my first Nintendo GameCube games, and I thought it was just amazing at the time. Plus, being a part of my childhood, usually any video game that you grow up playing with is just a valued game to you once you become older. And this is surely one of them. And out of the three Metroid Primes, I would definitely say this is also my favorite. Just because I love the story, I love the lore, like all that stuff, and it just seems so good. This was Samus's first appearance for over an entire console base. Well, I suppose she was in Smash Brothers for Nintendo 64, but I wouldn't really count that as a star role. It's kind of like what Olimar's doing. He hasn't been seen since the GameCube era, and then he kind of got a little appearance in Super Smash Brothers Brawl for the Wii, and now he's coming back during the Wii U. Maybe there's some sort of strange correlation why I like them both. Whatever. Alright. Shoot this on here. But yeah, hopefully I won't miss anything, because I actually last time forgot to scan, well, didn't forget, but didn't realize I had to scan two creatures that I didn't even know. That you have to scan the Hive Totem or whatever before you even fight the Hive Totem boss, and I did not know that, so I missed that one, obviously. And then there's these apparently like snow shriek bats, and basically, you can only scan them in Phendrena Drifts before you get the thermal visor in like this one room or one little part of Phendrena, and I'm sure I didn't notice, or I probably just went past them and shot them figuring they were just normal shriek bats. Well, I was obviously wrong. Okay, anyways. I remember too when I was when I first got this game when I was younger, by the time I thought when this place was self-destructing, I so thought that I was like getting close to the end of the game, because I was like 11 or 12 at the time. I didn't know any better. I was just stupid. I mean, this game, it's like space-like, and it's just a lot of things that interest me. So, I'll scan all this stuff around here. Morphology. Oh, yeah. Gotcha. First creature scan right there, Parasite. Space Pirate. Dead. Broken spine. It's gotta suck. And there's a Parasite Queen. I mean, you just read all this and you just get so much, like, it just seems like so much backstory, and like you can actually kind of tell like what happened here. Like, man, this thing seemed to like break out or something. Man, all these things just died trying to kill it. And apparently, like that one computer said pods like were released, so they tried to evacuate. So obviously this place has been through hell, as have these pirates. Right, space pirate right there. Weak life signs. Yeah, because it's been. Yeah, mouth-like orifice, most likely used for birthing offspring. Yay, research. I think that's the first research now. His skull was crushed under all this debris. Debris. And I know it's debris, I'm just not saying it. Parasites. Going to the map station. That'll be my second research. I always preferred this method of map station too, not just the like in Metroid Prime 2 when you just touch some touch screen and you somehow download it. That one actually looks like there's a connection made there through the gun arm and whatever that map station device was. It makes more sense to me, but oh well. This is space and supposed to be futuristic, so I suppose you could download something just using that holographic touchscreen. And whatever it is in Metroid Prime 3, I can't remember. And once you play like a first-person shooter on Xbox or whatever, you can't get used to the moving and aiming with just one stick. Well, the C stick is used for, you know, changing your type of gun and weapon. Electricity. Why must you be a hindrance? Yeah, Parasite Queen, not finished. It's in stasis, hibernation. I remember that thing always creeped me out too, and when I was younger, I was a real wuss about even video game enemies. Like, I don't know why this, like, game in general, like, that creeped me out. I remember standing in this doorway just looking at it like, oh god, what is that thing? Am I gonna have to try to fight that thing? Oh man. I was about a lot of things. Oh, and those Chozo ghosts, they just scared the crap out of me. He's got messed up knees, broken legs actually. I really don't need to be scanning all this because this doesn't count as lore, but you never know. You just gotta be safe. I don't want to end up thinking I get 100% on this and then I end up missing one thing, even though I already have done it 100%. And then I remember I had my friend over here just a few days ago. He was playing this and he was just doing it on normal, and I realized you barely take any damage from anything. Yeah, I probably should scan that first. No. Yeah, see? 2 missiles destroy that wall, and normally it takes 1. And then those mega turrets later on, like in Phazon Mines, those things take like a ridiculous amount of firepower. I think it takes like 4 missiles or more. And obviously your best method there is just to use the plasma beam. Right, there we go. Research. Hoping that was the first research. The first one you find, I mean. Creatures on these little stasis research things, I suppose. Space Pirate Biology Lesson 101. Okay. I don't need to waste any more missiles. Oh yeah, this scared the crap out of me too. And judging from that picture there on the left, it kind of looks like those jumping things. I don't know their names from Super Metroid and stuff. But yeah, this scared the crap out of me. I remember I was sitting here for like 5 minutes just waiting for this thing to break out and like murder me. Yeah, somewhat this game is just like relaxing. But yeah, this will probably be my only 100% walkthrough video on almost any video game. Because I can't say I know any other video games that I could get 100% on besides this one. Whatever, we'll scan them. After Metroid Prime 2 came out, I always wish that Metroid Prime would have had, you know, being able to look at like the little holograms or, you know, view the models of what the creatures and stuff look like. Instead of just looking at those weird little pictures. I mean, the pictures are cool, but a combination of both would be even better. And I understood why the appearance of space pirates changed so drastically between each series or each game in Metroid Prime. These ones look more reptile-like almost. He like fell through the fence. But yeah, in Metroid Prime 2, oh, in this one they're more reptile-like and almost lizard-like, and then at least their faces. And then in Metroid Prime 2, they look kind of, I don't even know how to describe it. They got like, their faces are kind of skeletal-like, and then they got that gun that kind of looks like it's some sort of dinosaur skull almost. I don't understand that. And then there's like Metroid Prime 3, which I think actually kind of makes them look more like the original ones, like from Super Metroid and such, because they look more insect-like. Space pirate, yay! Use maximum firepower. Funny how it says use maximum firepower on this, and then it's like, later on when you fight Metroid Prime, I'm pretty sure when you scan it, it's like, use maximum firepower. It's like, so you're putting this space pirate and Metroid Prime on par. Well, I suppose here you have a lot less firepower than you do when you're against Metroid Prime, so it does mean more. Alright. Oh. It says right there, Ice Shriekback. Maybe if I would have kept this in mind, I would have never had the problem of, well, not knowing that there are Ice Shriekbats to scan. And oh god, that makes me feel stupid. But I mean, I suppose it's this one little thing, and I suppose it's easy to pass up. He's got messed up joints in his knees. Now he's dead. But yeah, look at this. I'm already at 71 health, and I've barely been touched. While my friend was getting shot up to crap, he only took like barely any damage. Yeah, I just got to cheat and hide this door. Deck Gamma. Gamma. Platform active. Is that supposed to be phase-on or just like lights or screens? I don't know. Phase-on too, that's a cool concept. I always liked the phase-on concept. But then again, Metroid Prime 3, I never liked how that game ended. How somehow, just because I think they said kind of how the planet itself, like with phase-on, it's kind of like a singular being, I suppose, like fungi, kind of like with a, you know, central brain mycelium or whatever, maybe, sort of like that. So that once the planet was destroyed, all the phase-on in the entire universe, wherever it went, was then gone. But I suppose Prime was over and it was time for Nintendo itself just to go back to making Metroid games, and they never invented phase-on, so I guess they figured we made a mark on the story, and now we won't make Nintendo stuck with having to use phase-on for the rest of the series, so we'll just end phase-on itself right here. And I suppose I can understand that too. And then these doors, I had such a hard time figuring out how to open, because I didn't realize the scan panel or anything. Just so many things back from my youth, realizing how stupid I was. Oh, crap. Wait, you started with 15 missiles? I always thought you just started with 5. I guess, I mean, I know you start with 5 when you just get the missile launcher back, but 15 right off the bat like this, I didn't. There's dead pirates all over the place. All these pictures always fascinate me. Over here I can scan it. I don't know. Man, it's dark. Can I turn up the brightness? display, screen brightness.